for me. Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling? Ask me how I'm feeling. Ask me. Oh, thank you for asking. It's extremely hot here in South Africa. It is extremely hot. I think we just are under 30 degrees. I don't know. I wanted to check how many Fahrenheit it is. I don't know. I think it's in the 80s or 90s, but it's hot. It's very hot. We're not used to this hot weather, but everywhere, I know everywhere around the world, people say the weather is just different. It's different than they normally used to. So our show is today, season 2, episode 14, and it's Unity Chronicles, Community Chronicles. I just want to say I have an amazing community, two communities. The first one is my beautiful Diamond Beauties Forever. We are over 700 ladies in 42 countries, all around the world. Inspirational, really looking after for each other, lifting each other up, and just want the best for each other. How incredible! How incredible. And then 7 weeks ago, I started with the Tanzanite euros. So Tanzanite, for those that don't know, it's 1,000 times rarer than a diamond. You only get it in one mine in Tanzania on the foothills of Kilimanjaro. So my gentleman group, Tanzanite Euro, is there are 55 gentlemen on the group at the moment, and it's growing. And I am truly blessed to have both of these two communities, because each and everyone has a place in the world. And you will meet somebody today. I was on his TV show as well. And for him, one of his golden nuggets is that you can inspire anyone. And I love that. So even if you do a small act of kindness in your community, or you do something big, how amazing. So here in South Africa, or well, here in my area, there's a lot of people that don't care about papers and rubbish. They just empty the the ash, where they smoking, and they don't care, just throw papers out of the window. For me, I say, if you can't look after your environment, you cannot look after anything else. So yes, I do. This beautiful children next door, we sometimes have a competition. You can pick up the most papers in our block of street. But yes, I do believe trying to get the whole community involved. I was also one of the persons that was part of a community watch group, but unfortunately that fell all away after the person that was in charge was not with us anymore. So yes, community for me very important. So I am thankful for my two communities. I would like us to do 3 deep breaths, and then I am going to play my beautiful sponsor, Jose Escobar's video. And all 3 of us today on the show is also part of his community, the Connected Leaders Academy. So how amazing. And Jose, I'm sure you are smiling a lot today because all three of us is part of your community. So let us take 3 deep breaths and then I will play the video. Are you ready? Here we go. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one in, exhale. So somebody asked me the other day, Sanet, why you do 3 breaths before you start? I say to connect everybody to be in the present moment and also sometimes to calm my nerves because anything is possible and I am in charge of everything happening behind the scenes as well. Um, but I know everything is going to work out as it should. Here is Jose's video.
Is Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities. I support people. I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
Oh wow, amazing, amazing. Hello, my beautiful guest. You are here, you are here. I'm so excited to have you. My beautiful ladies and gentlemen, and especially on the Diamond Beauty Group and Tanzanite Hero, we are coming live. So remember, we are a private group on both groups. So please put your name in the front or in the back so that we can know who is giving us some love, some comments during the show. And I will also do a shout out as soon as you put some comments in for us. One more thing, beautiful Sunny is not with us, but we did a recording already in December last year because she is in Australia and it's in the middle of, or in the morning hours for them. So I am so happy to introduce beautiful Sophia and beautiful Rick for the guest for today. So my beautiful Sophia, can you please introduce yourself and also tell us what community means for you?
Absolutely. I am the owner and CEO of Sophie's Zone Next Level Business Support. I hail from Nashville, Tennessee. In the future, it will be from Florida, somewhere in Florida on the beach. That is my goal. We are an all in one marketing operations and implementation team helping CEOs and business owners scale from 500K to a million and beyond with a team driven business model. I love to gamble, playing poker and craps. I love to read books. I love to go to the beach, and I love spending time with my family, especially my 2.5-year-old grandson. Community to me is all about camaraderie, connection, relationships, and supporting each other through thick and thin in all ways, not just selling services and support and products. It's about being there for people when they need it, an ear to listen, a shoulder to cry on, masterminding, brainstorming without any attachment, any kind of fees, really, paying it forward, helping people grow, learn, and change in any way they need to, whether it's personal or business or both. It's all about standing together and helping each other and building relationships and connections that last a lifetime.
Wow, I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful Sophie. My beautiful Rick, please introduce yourself and tell us what community means for you.
Well, first off, thank you, Sene, for having me on your show once again, and it's a pleasure to be here with you and Sophie today on the show. So I am Rick Cornelis. I'm an ultimate success coach, a best-selling author, and the founder of iSpark Change, and I help entrepreneurs and executives grow and scale their business so they can flourish personally and professionally in all aspects of life. And as far as a little bit more about me, I'm a father of three wonderful daughters. I've been married to my fantastic wife Tanya for nearly 28 years, and my family is the reason for everything that I do. They're the most important aspect of my life, family and my faith. And those are the most important things. And as far as community, what community really means for me is, some of the things that Sophie said, but it really means that support, that when I think of community, I think of neighbors. I think of, a neighborhood and the people that are all around you that you surround yourselves with, that are going to support you, that are going to be there when you need them, that are going to provide that safety and security in everything that you're doing, and that also are going to help to hold you accountable. So they're going to help you to hold you accountable to be a better version of yourself. And so there's lots of different areas of community. You can think, the community that you live in. You can think of communities like your community, Sanet, or the Connected Leaders Academy. And in all of them, I think some of those aspects are what are most important, that support and that lifting one another up to help become better versions of themselves.
Wow, I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful Rick. So Sophie, I'm gonna ask you and Rick another question, and after that, I will then play Sunny's video that we recorded in December. So she will also introduce herself, and she will also tell us what community means for her. So we will do it in a few seconds. So my beautiful Sophie, I love the way that you said community and serving without expecting anything. That is one of my things that I love so much. There is so many people, especially nowadays, that wants to do something for you, but then there's always an attachment. And for me, if you want to serve, you need to serve with all your heart. You don't sometimes see the miracles or the benefits that you do receive by serving without attachment or without asking something in return. And you have also mentioned that. So I don't know if you can elaborate on that as well, please.
Absolutely. I read the Go Giver book series, and you cannot receive until you're ready to give. Giving first brings the receiving. So when you're giving of heart and soul, and you're helping people and supporting people in all ways, whether it's paid or not monetarily, you're still giving and you're serving. And no matter what is, as long as you're doing it with a full heart, with good intention, with belief in yourself and who you're serving and who you're hanging out with in the community, it comes back to you naturally. If you sit there and go, well, I'm going to do this for you, and then sit there and expect either them or it to come from somewhere, and then you get disappointed because you didn't get that return, it's because you were expecting it. If you give yourself to whatever you're doing 100% and not expect a return, or not, think you're going to get X, Y, or Z, you will be rewarded. And it can be in any different way. Like you said, it's not necessarily money. It's not necessarily, that person doing something for you in exchange. It's the open-hearted giving that brings back the return on your investment of that time and energy. Because it's a lot about energy. You're putting good energy out there, you're going to get good energy back. You're putting good out there, you're going to get good back. And that good comes in whatever form is meant to come your way. It's not always money. It's not always clients. It's not always, the person doing something for you. It can come in any way. And as long as you're open to receiving in any way that it's meant to come to you, you will receive back from whatever you do.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Rick, do you have anything to add with that as well?
Well, I'd say I agree with that completely. I mean, 1,000%, because that's that's part of my purpose, is to love and to give and to serve, and they all go hand in hand, because it's never, or at least it shouldn't ever be, with any expectations on, on the other party, or, you should give with that heart of service and gratitude, and, be grateful for the the opportunity to serve someone else, and or to, give or love them. And so that's how I agree completely, and that resonates with me wholeheartedly.
I must just tell you, Rick, for on this show, you were I normally get two beautiful diamond beauties, and then I will select, or I will ask a gentleman to come and spice up our session with that I can now, because I'm sure you all have recognized that I have a beautiful combination of people that I put together. So I normally then get a gentleman to spice up the two beautiful ladies, our show. But this time it was different. When you bestowed you bestowed quite a few gifts for us on our 2-year anniversary in August. I was looking how I can honor you, to say thank you for this. And when I saw community, I thought this is where I am going to ask Rick to come in, because you are changing so many people's lives through your TV show and everything that you do. So Rick, for this time, you were here already in September that you were on this episode, and I was truly blessed you said yes. And then I looked for two beautiful ladies to be partnering with you to say thank you. So I know this is long time coming, but how did you feel to hear I have, with this episode, changed everything because of the way that how amazing you are?
Well, I first off, thank you, Sine. And just like what we were talking about, I didn't really think of it in terms of anything that I was going to get. So I wasn't. It was. I When I started down, the path I'm on with iSpark Change and everything a few years ago, I told myself, I said, I'm going to give without any expectations, and I'm going to say yes to anyone that asks me to come and join them in something like this, or that asks me to support in some way, and that anything that I can do, I will do. And so I just saw it as a gift from you. I mean, as a blessing that you asked me to to join in, once again, and to be a part of your show. And then I will add that we had such a great dialogue last time with the other guests, that I knew it would be more of the same. So I knew it would be, time well spent.
Wow. So I just need to tell you, this one was even before the other guest was in the books. So this was part of my, so thank you for giving us.
My pleasure.
So Sophie, I don't know, but August, I don't think you were aware of it. August, we were 2 years in the Diamond Beauties. I got 88 gifts from a lot of givers, and Rick was one of them. And then at the beginning of, so that was, we have organized the gifts around about end of June, beginning of July, so that I can start to tell the ladies we're going to have a whole month of summits for August to celebrate our 2-year anniversary. And all of you that attended will get gifts. I had 88 gifts. So in the beginning of August, God said to me, well, you have to celebrate the givers. You have to do the magazine, Diamond Mama magazine, not the beginning of 2024. You have to do it in August. So that's how the magazine started, because I got 88 gifts right from the Diamond Beauties and then my beautiful male celebrities. So, yes. So, one thing I want to mention before playing Sunny's video. When I started on my journey during COVID, I joined a lot of groups. And all of the groups were, if you don't pay something, they don't want to have to do anything with you. If you don't do, most of the time it was payment, payment, payment. And when you tell people, well, I'm in South Africa and the currency and the dollars, then they sometimes they will not ask you to come back into the group. So I decided on June 2021, I said to God, I don't want a group like I have seen now for, well, not 2 years, it was a year and a half, because COVID started in April. Well, I started to attend some of the communities and then join a lot of groups in April 2020. I want a group that can look after each other, and then also make sure to love each other and serve each other with heart. And that's the reason why I started the Diamond Beauties. Was my dream in June 21, and then I started in August 2021 with my first ladies, and we had 29 ladies up till the end of the year. Till then we had 49, and then I did a miracle tour to America, and then I started the Facebook group, because most of the American ladies don't use WhatsApp. But it's how amazing how the community involved with technology, like the Facebook group, because now more people can see, and people are astonished how big the community and how amazing all of us have the same. We want to be loved, and we want to make sure our loved ones is taken care of. It's like here in Africa, it's the same that people want in America, in Thailand. It's like amazing. So I'm truly thankful for all this technology. And here I'm going to play now Sunny's video. We recorded in December 2023, and she said she would love to have come here, but it's in the middle of the night. So after that, I will then ask Sophia and Sophie and beautiful Rick to tell us what are they doing to serve the world, and then we will take it from there. Here we go. No. Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, let me try. I want to play an intro, and it was just taking too long, and now the intro is gone. But me and Sunny is okay. So I apologize. I will have to make another plan with this, because I cannot get her alone on the screen. Me and her. Just let me see if I do this. Yes, so we are ready for you, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Sunny is all the way from Australia, and we are doing her recording in 2023 for February 18th. 2024. How amazing! How amazing! My beautiful Sunny, please can you introduce yourself and tell us where are you from?
Yes, thank you, Sanet. Thank you for having me. So, my name is Sani. I'm originally from Indonesia, and now I am based in Australia, Melbourne, to be exact. So, I am a dedicated content by profession. That is what I do. But I'm not only with the professional commitment in supporting the business, not only in the finance, but in all various aspects. Outside of the work of finance, I combine my artistic experience, which it allows me to combine, which will complement with my work in accounting side. So I have a bit of I love to go out to nature and then just take pictures of nature. And yes, and I believe that one is complementing me in my work because it gets me creative in solving the financial challenges. Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. Thank you. If I give you this week's theme is community, what does community means for you?
Okay. So First of all, I have to just begin with saying two things. First thing is thank you again for inviting me to this platform. It is such an honor and it's a privilege, and I'm just so excited to be with you today. And the second thing that I'm going to say is you have built a beautiful community, and I am so happy to be part of your community. It's such a beautiful community. So,
Thank you.
community, what does it mean to me? I am basically a bit of a mix and match person. And in order to explain what community means to me, I'm going to combine three quotes, three verbs, three famous quotes, and try to link it together. The first one is the African proverbs. So I'm sure you will appreciate it. And it goes like this. If you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
I love it. I love
Right?
it.
I just love it so much that works. I really just love it so much that works. And the second one that I'm going to link with it is the quote that you never know who you are talking to. You really never
Yes,
know who you are talking to. In overall, it is just a small world. It is a small world after all. And
I
a,
love that. Yes.
and the bonus, as a bonus, the third proverbs is that I'm going to link is another from African, which I know you will love it so much, which is the philosophy of Ubuntu,
Yes.
which
Ubuntu.
means
Yes.
I am because you are.
Yes. Yes, I loved it. We are practicing Ubuntu as much as we can because
Yeah,
that is, you can only be because of others as well. I love it. I love it. I love it.
yeah. So now I'm going to try to link it all the three together. Okay. So community goes hand in hand with connection. And this year, more than ever, I realized the importance of connection, especially for my professional as well as my personal life. So that is the first quote, the first proverb. If you want to go alone, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you have to go together. That rings a bell. That rings loud and clear in my ears. And to be honest, I won't be in where I am today without the power of connection. So yeah, with the connection that of the people that I make so far. So firstly, okay, I want to thank you again to become part of my life as well as I'm becoming part of your life. That is
Thank you.
really a big thing for me. So thank you.
Thank you.
Now, connection is always starts with a stranger. So from a stranger to a friend and to family can become a family. And this is where the second quote kicks in because you never know who you are talking to. It just blows me away that this person knows this person, this person knows this person. So it's really just mind blowing when you realize that it is actually such a small world. And for example, if it is not because fill in the blanks, I will not be able to know fill in the blanks. This is for the audience to fill in the blanks actually. Who they know that they wouldn't know without getting to know someone. And
Yes.
if I'm just so excited with this. And then I won't be able, if not because of this person, I won't be able to fill in the blanks. So that is actually the question for the audience, actually. They can just fill in the blanks. So, and because as I mentioned, I am quite a mix and match person. From the connection that we have built so far, then we start to create our own community with the philosophy of Ubuntu as the foundation. The bond becomes stronger because I am because you are. We are because you are. So we start to build our own community, a place where we feel belong and a place where we feel connected, a space where we feel safe to be able to express ourselves and to be vulnerable, a place where we build each other up, celebrate one another, and be there for someone, basically. It is a place to receive and offer help. But I do say that we build our own community because we choose who are the people we want to surround ourselves with. So that is why I mentioned about that we build our community. A place to be inspired as well to inspire others. And that is what you have created. Yeah, and the bond is getting stronger as we integrate ourselves with the community. And you are the classic example of what a very successful community is. Because look at us, it's just, and we have grown so much. It is beautiful. And so again, thank you. Thank you for creating this community.
Wow, amazing. So let me just bring up my guest. Hello, my beautiful guest. So thank you so much, Sunny, for an amazing talk and taking those three quotes into account. And I know you were so nervous, but you did so good. So, my beautiful Sophie, what do you think about Sunny's message? Oh, thank you for unmuting yourself. Let me just.
I love it. I mean, she's pulling quotes that I absolutely adore. And she's speaking from her heart. And bless her heart, she was so nervous, but she did so wonderful, and she spoke her truth. And that's all that really matters when we, Rick is speaking his truth, I'm speaking my truth. They happen to all overlap and come together. It's an amazing community that you have built. And you can tell by what's going on in the community. This show, I haven't met Rick until today, but yet we have a lot of overlapping ideas about community and support and giving in order to receive, but not expecting, and being of service and paying it forward. It's an amazing thing. And she's absolutely right. You've done a wonderful job bringing community together, and it's so amazing to be a part of it. And I thank you for having me in your community and having me on this show, and introducing me to these two fabulous people.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Sophia. Can you tell us what is your golden nugget?
What my goal is, what?
What is your golden nugget?
Oh, my golden nugget. um, one of my favorite things to tell anybody in business and life: surround yourself with people who support you no matter what, because you need cheerleaders, you need family, you need friends, and if you're in business, you need mentors and coaches and masterminds and networking groups and Facebook communities, because you should not do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to go through life alone. You don't have to go through business alone. And most of the time when you're in business, they all mesh together, life and business, and you need that circle of support in different areas from different ways, so that you are well-rounded and able to lean on people when you need it. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to do this with help. It's okay to put yourself out there and be vulnerable and say, hey, you know what? I'm struggling. My business is failing, or I have this problem in my life. I need help. I need someone to talk to. That's all I need. I need someone who can, give me ideas or brainstorm ideas with me to how to find the solution to this problem. It doesn't have to be done alone. Surround yourself with all kinds of people who support you no matter what.
Wow, I love it. So I just want to say, here is a beautiful note that we got great vibes from somebody in one of the two groups. So please put your name in front or in the back, then we can see who is giving us love. So my beautiful Rick, what do you think about Sunny's message?
The first thing that came to mind with her message was, the first word that came to mind was authenticity. Is that, it kind of speaks to what Sophie was saying about, we're all speaking our truth. Is that, well, two things: authenticity and then gratitude. Is that one is that she, she was really speaking from her heart in the ways that the group has affected her and the way the community has supported her. And the quotes spoke to it. I've actually used that African proverb quote before in speaking in presentations that I've done. I've referenced that quote as well because I think it says a lot about the power of community. So it's very appropriate that she used that one. And then the second part is the gratitude. Is that she is extremely grateful to you and to everyone else that is a part of the Diamond Beauties community. And it speaks to all the things that we spoke about earlier on with regards to our various definitions of community. She summed all that up in what she was sharing, and just with so much gratitude that, in my opinion, when you lead with a heart of service and a heart of gratitude, then you really can't go wrong. Then you really can't go wrong. It really, not much is going to limit you there. So she was very focused on the gratitude and what she was sharing, and so really what's good.
Thank you. I don't know what happened with your mic there at the end, Sophie. Is it just me, or did you also hear it just went low, very low? Okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
It
Okay.
went
Yes.
for me. It went very soft. It was
Yeah.
it was almost like he pulled away from the mic and was like shying away. I mean, he
yeah.
didn't move obviously, but something happened to where it dropped off a little bit.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. No.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Hopefully,
That,
I'll speak up.
and now we can hear you now. Fine. Thank you. So, my beautiful Rick, can you please give us your golden nugget?
So my golden nugget is that everyone, no matter who you are, you all have the power to change the world every day. And that comes from when I started I Spark Change, and I felt that I was one person, and that, how can I make a difference? How can I change the world? And what I realized is that it's the little things that we do every day, like smiling at a stranger or supporting someone, leaving an encouraging message like the person just left right now. It's those little things that are what add up and, in essence, change the world and make the world a better place. So anyone can do it. Everyone can do it on a daily basis if they choose to. They just have to look for those opportunities to do so.
Wow, beautiful. And your guest, I didn't watch all your shows, but I do try to see if I can watch here or there. But the guests on your shows, especially the short ones that you put on Instagram, I normally just check that because I don't have time for a long session. But your guest is totally amazing on iSpark Change. I love it. So thank you so much, my beautiful Rick. My beautiful Sophie, can you tell us how are you serving the world?
Oh goodness. I serve the world with energy and connection with not only people but the divine, whatever you call it. It's the next level connection and communication and service through being that holistic group, so to speak, for, I mean, and I say group because It's ethereal, it's real, it's, it's in person, it's virtual. It's being able to support the world from where you are, both by actions, but thoughts and energy and prayers and all of those things, being ready to support the world, even if you don't know what's going on in a certain part of the world. If you feel that energetic connection to the universe, to divine, you feel where the tugs are, you feel where the difficulties are. And even if you don't know what it is, what exactly is going on, you can still, from your heart, your thoughts, and the energy that you put out there, hope for them, pray for them, send them love and light, send them healing, whatever you think they may need, and serve the world on more than just the person to person level, whether it's in person or virtual. It's a holistic, let's serve everybody, even though you don't know them or where they are. But if you put it out there mentally, emotionally, energetically, it is going to help. And it does support people because they can feel it. If they just take a moment to breathe and think, they'll be like, oh, wait, what is that little sizzle I just got? Or it's a little, it's the goosebumps. And you're like, ooh, I feel that support. I don't know where it's coming from, and then they're like, oh, wait, I know how to solve this. I know how to make this better. I know how to do this, because we're all connected on so much more of a level than just verbally talking to each other and things like that. You can literally change the world and support the world in that way. And that's how I like to do it, because that way I can serve more people. I can support more people, and I don't have to know them to support them. I can be there in the wings if they need it and want it.
Wow. I got this from my little grandson. It's a hand clapping thing. Can you see? So just imagine millions of people is clapping hands. Thank you. I never thought I'm going to use it, but I just had to bring it up today. Thank you, my beautiful Sophie. So I'm going to come to Rick in a few seconds. I just wanted to ask you, my beautiful Sophie, can you just tell us how you helping corporates to make their teams sufficient? Just tell us that, please, and also tell us how can people get hold of you. I just want to mention in the show notes and everywhere I have advertised all your details. And Rick, you are my only host that has so many links, but I have not taken anything out. I have left everything in, so people have your links is everywhere, even on E360 on their show notes. It's on there. But please, can you tell us, and then how can people get hold of you, my beautiful Sophie?
Absolutely. So we are because we're an all-in-one team. A lot of people call us a one-stop shop. If you need all things operations and marketing, and you need to build a team without building a team, meaning hiring them one by one, doing all the work that it takes to hire people and manage them, and all of those things, and you just really want that solution to your support needs on a business level, on an operations and marketing level, that's what we do. We come in, and I call it, we come in and take over the back end of your business so that you don't have to. And that's what we do for businesses and corporations and things like that. And I can be found on the internet, of course, because I love online marketing. I don't just do it for people, I love doing it. So I'm on social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I'm even on Twitter, or X as it's called now. I mean, I've been on Twitter so long, I can't bring myself to say it's X now, not Twitter. I have a website, sophiezo.com. You can find out more about us there. I'm really getting into reels on Instagram this year. So go check out my reels on Instagram for all the little nuggets and tidbits that I put out there. And anywhere on my website, there's lots of buttons. You can book a 30-minute call to chat with me, to learn more about what we do, if it's a fit for you, if it's a fit for us, and how we can support you, even if it's not us. Another way I support and serve is referring people out to where it is a fit for them, or where it could be a fit for them, because as we all know, not everybody can work together. It's not always a fit. And I'm not going to just get you on a call and go, oh, well, I can't help you. Bye. It's just not in my nature. It's if I can help you find the right help or find the right team or the right person, whatever the case may be. No matter what happens on that call, I will find a way to support you and help you, no matter what that looks like.
Wow, I love it. You are You are amazing. Thank you, my beautiful Sophie. So, my beautiful Rick, I am going to lift you a little bit up because it's now time for me to play a tiger. I don't know if you know what a tiger is, but I'm going to play beautiful Jose's connection, the social connection. So, I'm going to lift all of us a little bit up. So, are you ready? Let me show you. There you go. Just for a few seconds, and then I will, so that we can still see your name. So, my beautiful Rick, before telling us what you do and how can people get hold of you, please can you tell us how are you serving the world?
So I like to say that going back to what we said earlier, I like to say that I'm serving the world by living my purpose every day. Loving and giving and serving, and I do that through a few different avenues, a few different lanes, but mainly through my coaching. My coaching, being a coach and executive advisor, working with entrepreneurs and executives to help them grow and scale their businesses, using analytics over instincts, and teaching them that social impact component of business that is so important to really making the world a better place. And then with iSpark Change, which I founded in 2020, after things really changed for me, and I wrote a book and decided to change the direction of my whole life. And iSpark Change is about elevating individuals or empowering individuals to elevate their social impact and spread positive change. And so we have our very active social media, as you referenced, on all the different platforms, very active social media, especially Instagram. And we have an online community, about 30,000 strong across different platforms. And that's where we provide motivational and inspirational content. We have iSpark Change podcast, which you talked about a few minutes ago. And we interview individuals. Sanet was on the show as someone who is a social impact hero, someone who is making the world a better place by helping to serve others. And then the last way would be what we're building. So iSpark Change, this is the early phases of iSpark Change, but what we are working to create is the world's first social impact social media platform. So it is a platform that is a central hub where anyone that is doing positive work, impactful work like we all are, or a nonprofit or a community or a group or an individual that wants to make the world a better place, it's a central hub where they can connect and empower one another and support each other and find out different causes and learn about people like Sunny on the other side of the world that are doing something that they would never be exposed to if they weren't, didn't meet them in some small group. Because there's lots of smaller groups that are incredible in their own right, like the Diamond Beauties, that have lots of people. There's not one central place to connect all of them. And so that's what iSpark Change will be here in the next few years as we get a beta version and get some investors and build out that platform. And so all of that is to say that everything I do is at the foundation, at the core, is to support that purpose, whether it's coaching someone one-on-one or working with a group or doing something we do on social media. It all is to support that purpose, and that's the direction that I'm on, and that's what I'll continue to do until the day I die, hopefully. So we'll see.
Wow. So, for you, my beautiful Rick, I want to give you this heart.
Oh, wow.
Wow. When you told me about your big vision, I thought, and I think you will remember, I was like, amazing. Because I know Walt Disney said, if your dream is not, your big dream is not scary, then it's not big enough. And your dream is big enough, big enough. So, Yes, I think you will be doing it. You are gonna do it because that is your dream and that's your passion. So I love that. So my beautiful guest, can you believe it? Our time is almost finished, but we do have a few seconds of 2 minutes left. So if I can go back to Sophia, Sophia, please can you tell us what is your forever dad? What's your forever song?
Oh gosh, I have so many favorites. I'm an 80s pop girl, so it's so hard to choose. I mean, one of the ways I talk about myself is I'm an 80s pop Stevie Nicks witchy woman, and it's like, ooh, but I have to say, if I go really deep, my one of my most all-time favorite 80s songs is Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. It is a song that really energizes me and perks me up, and it brings back memories of going out to, high school dances and clubs and things when I was, at that point where I could go to the clubs, and that song would come on and we would all rush to the dance floor and dance our little hearts out and just have so much fun with it.
So you are the only one on my database that's got that song, Come On Eileen. So it's easy when I hear your song every second week, because on my playlist in the morning and in the evening, I do play all the guests that I had coffee dates with. Then I will say to God, oh, this is Sophie's song. And then please send the greetings from me. And then I go up. So you are the only one with that song. My beautiful Rick, what is your forever song?
So originally, I had given Sanet, I had given her a song because she asked me that question, and it threw me off guard the very first time we spoke, which was many months ago, and it threw me off guard, and I didn't really have one. And then I said, well, I'll just go with my wedding song, which was "Always and Forever" by Heatwave, and then Sanet said, well, you need to come up with something else because that one's for you and your wife. That's not your forever song. So I gave it some thought, and I would say I love the 80s too, Sophie. I grew up with all that same music. So I would say for me, though, it would be A Beautiful Day by U2, because just of what it signifies, just what it talks about, beautiful. I mean, obviously there's more to their lyrics, but just that any day can be a beautiful day,
Wow,
and it's always what you make of it.
I love it. I will add it to the playlist, and then but you are the second person with that song, but then I will say kiss for you and kiss for the other person. So my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, our show is up. Our show is up. I cannot believe it. So
Wow.
my beautiful Sophia and my beautiful Rick, will you have a dance with me?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you. My beautiful viewers, will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Yes. Okay, let me play. Here we go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles,
I love you,
oh, there's
Sophie.